Hello, welcome to Jason the Old Millennial. My name is Jason. I'm speaking to you here in my basement in the great state of Kansas. And today I'm continuing my list of my top 100 favorite albums. And today I'm doing number 66 on my list. And that album is called Barton Hollow and is by a duo called Civil Wars. Civil Wars sounds like a band name, but it's really just two people. Joy Williams and John Paul White are the two people really that makes up Civil Wars. This album came out in 2011. It's their first studio album. So 2011, it's definitely one of the more recent albums I have on my list. I have a lot more older albums usually, but it's definitely one of the more recent, in the last 10 years, in fact, that I've really enjoyed. I haven't enjoyed too many albums the last 10 years. It's definitely one of the better ones that I've listened to. Of course, they kind of came on the scene with the song Barton Hollow, which is the song that's the name of the album here. That was a song that was on the radio a lot, and I absolutely loved that song when it came on. Such a unique song, I think, with the two voices and just this kind of a really rocking tune. Anyways, I'll talk about that a little bit later, but that was a song that kind of really got them on the map, and then when like who was the Civil Wars? Like, I love the sound. The only other song I really knew from this album was Poison and Wine, which I don't know if I heard that on the radio. I feel like my sister heard it first, my younger sister, and she said you have to listen to the song, and I think she showed me the music video, so I think I've really only seen it as a music video, and I thought it sounded pretty good too. Anyways, so those are the only two songs I really was aware of on this album, Barton Hollow and Poison and Wine, but the voices sound so good together, and I love a good duo. Huge fan of duos. Of course, Simon Garfunkel, maybe the most famous, but I love Crosby and Nash. And there's another guy-girl duo, Glenn Hansard and Marketa Glova, which I have a couple albums on my list later on. They have really good voices that mix well together. There's probably other ones I'm not thinking top of my mind, but yeah, I love when you got two people that can harmonize together really well. And that's what these two do, Joy and John here. Of course, yeah, both have wonderful voices. I mean, separately, they could be really good. I mean, or they sound really good separately. Then you mix those voices together, and it's just magical, just the way they sound. I mean, I just absolutely love the sound. It sounds like, I remember I read a little bit about them a while back, and it just kind of, I think they both were like more soloists, doing solo projects, and someone decided, hey, somehow they got together to sing, and it clicked. It's one of those things where the voices really clicked, and then they started singing together, and it really made them better and more. Of course, they got a record deal out of it. The record company liked it so much that they decided to make a record here, and had a lot of success with this album. I say a lot of success, but really, made them well known. This album itself went number 10 in the U.S., number 16 in Canada, and number 13 UK. So it did pretty well there, top 10 in the U.S. Certified gold. Won 2 Grammys, Best Folk Album and Best Country Duo Group Performance for the song Barton Hollow. So Barton Hollow won the Grammy, like I said, it's really popular. And I remember when they were on the Grammys, actually I watched that where they were on it, and they won those Grammys, and I was so happy because I thought it was such a good song, Barton Hollow. I said Joy Williams plays piano, of course sings. Most every song is them together. Some is more Joy and some is more John, but usually they pretty much sing together on all the songs. And yeah, John Paul White, he plays guitar as well as singing. Mostly it's a good acoustic guitar, and I love his use of the acoustic guitar, and I love the piano and the guitar together sound really good. I really enjoy that. Like I said, the only single that came off this is Barton Hollow, and it really didn't do anything as a single, but on the regular charts, I think it probably did better, probably on folk charts and country charts and stuff like that, which I didn't think at first of them being a country, but I guess they're a mixture of folk and country kind of together. I think it more was like more of a folk duo, but it's definitely a little country flavor there in some of the songs. I think especially like Barton Hollow. Um, but yeah, yeah, excellent duo, folk country. If you like that, I think definitely worth a look at. I think they made one other album after this, and I listened to that one, and it wasn't nearly as good as this one. And then I think they broke up after the second album. And I remember reading like as they were making the second album, they weren't getting along together, and so after they made that album, they really just didn't want to work together anymore, and they haven't. And I haven't really read what happened to either one. I don't know if they tried to do solo careers since. Both are good enough to probably have solo careers. I'm sure they write their own music and all that, and play their own instruments. Um, in fact, when I first saw them, I thought they were. I don't know why. I always thought they were a married couple, and I heard someone say they were a married couple, and I was surprised when I did some research and like they weren't a married couple at all. They're just kind of met doing music, and anyways, don't even really get along. Interestingly enough, but yeah, so that's Civil Wars, and I'll get to my top three songs on the album. Number three is a song called "Falling." This song is a very beautiful song. It's mostly a Joy is mostly singing on it. John sings a little bit on it, but it's mostly almost a Joy solo song. And Joy's vocals are just so great. Like I absolutely love her voice on this, and the piano. And she plays piano. It's really beautiful. So yeah, Falling, really good song. Number three. Number two is Poison Wine. I talked about it already a little bit. Definitely, I think the second most well-known song on this album. It's more of a piano ballad, a little acoustic guitar in it, a little strumming, but it's mostly the piano. And they kind of take turns on the verses, singing one line and one line, and then when they come to chorus, they sing together. And I just love that when they kind of alternate lines, come together. It just and they kind of crescendos in the chorus, and at the end they really belt it out, and it just sounds so great. And it's such an interesting song because it's a contradictory song, because one person will do a line, and then the next person will say a line that contradicts the first line, so it doesn't make much sense. Like, do they like each other? Do they not like each other? It's almost like a love song, but it's not. The whole chorus is, "I don't love you, but I always will." And that's the whole chorus, that they repeat that line, and it's like, what? I always love you, but I don't love you, but I always will. So it's contradicting each other. So I understand it, but yet I kind of enjoy the lyrics of it, and they sound so good together on that one. And then number one is Barton Hollow. Of course, like I've been saying, that was definitely their big hit off of this album. And it's a more upbeat song. Like I said, John's guitar playing is so good. He plays it like a rock song. It sounds like a rock song, but it's his acoustic guitar, and of course the drum beats are really good. And it's more, I said, it sounds like country-ish. It's kind of this song. I love lyrically. The song's about, sounds like they maybe robbed someplace and they killed somebody, and now they're at Barton Hollow. It's like the place that they're at, and they're trying to figure out what to do with the money. And no, preacher man's going to save my soul. As if they're saying, they're confessing, we did something bad here, and we're we're not going to heaven probably for this, but we did it, and now we got to figure out what to do. So lyrically, very good. Man, vocally, just amazing. They just really belt out the song, and it's such a great, moving song. Like, this is one of my favorite songs to travel with. Like, when I'm traveling, I love listening to this song. It just really gets you in the mood, really gets you head bobbing. I love the beginning. Even the beginning, they just are making not even saying any lyrics, they're just making some sounds, and it hits you right away. They go woo, and boom, and it's like, oh my god, like that sounds so amazing. Their voices together, and that's even before the guitar comes in, and then the boom boom to the boom 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 boom, and it's like, oh my god, like I love it even before they start singing. When they start singing, it's just, I don't know, just a train rolling through to the end, and it's so enjoyable. Absolutely love Barton Hollow. Really makes it such a great album. Anyway, so that's my top three. That's Barton Hollow by Civil Wars, number 66 on my top 100 favorite albums list. So, definitely give it a listen if you like that type of music. Just thank you for watching this video, and thank you to my subscribers. And I really appreciate it, and just have a nice day.